What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another video on the channel. And today we just finished off week 2 of the playoffs. The divisional round games have finished. We know our AFC and NFC championship matchups respectively, and we have quite the matchups we do. We have in the AFC, we have spoiler alerts before you haven't seen the results of the championship games yet. Spoiler alert. For the AFC, we'll be having the Baltimore Ravens, which I'm really happy about, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Baltimore. Hell yeah. And then in the NFC, we have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions in San Francisco. And that's going to be, in my opinion, probably one of the best playoff games we've seen in a while, or one of the weirdest games we've seen in a while. Because that matchup there is just going to be really good. And the way the Lions have been playing has just been phenomenal. And the way they've bounced back this year and this whole season in general is just amazing. And it'll be fantastic to see them go all the way. But anyways, we have week 2 of sports cards to open up for you today and more football stuff. And this week, we're going to be opening up not just one, but 2 mega boxes of 2021 Playbook. This was another lot of the stuff that I picked up from that one store that had like stuff for a decent amount of price. Like these were like around $50 a box. I wanted to get more, but I wanted to just see 2 how I go. And each box, there is 5 cards a pack, 4 packs per box. And obviously we can unwrap either one autograph or mem, which will most likely be a mem. Obviously we'll be finding orange parallels, and we need to look out for the rare inserts such as in motion and on the fly and so much more. If you want to pause the video here real quick just to read the back, you can. We can get stuff numbered from stuff like, by the looks of it, 175 to 1. I doubt we'll be getting any sort of 1-on-1s. But yeah, and obviously we got, the NFL's golden boy, Patty Mahomes, on the front. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first game that happened this week was the Houston-Baltimore game. I will say CJ Stroud has done a fantastic job with his rookie season. And, yeah, I missed the first quarter of the game because I was asleep. There was quite a few things. I missed a decent amount from these games. But, yeah. I only missed the first quarter of this game, but the rest of the game was pretty awesome to watch. Typical Lamar being speedy as hell and, picking up them 2 TDs, which was pretty good. He had some nice catches, and so did CJ, but in the end, CJ picked up the win. Also, we have, I don't know, I think that one might be a mem. Let's open this one up first. Alright. Feel like I'm about to sneeze. Should be good. Alright. We have Deontay Johnson for the Steelers. Kadarius Toney of the Giants, who now plays for the Chiefs. A Jonathan Taylor for the Colts on the commission. And a Larry Roundtree III. And then a Jalen Phillips of the Dolphins. But yeah, that game was pretty good. Yeah, Lamar did well. CJ did well for his rookie season, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for Lamar to take handle. But in the end, Baltimore's defense, held their own and defended the best they could. And eventually, in the second half, it was a bit neck and neck in the first half, but in the second half, they eventually just got away with it in the second half. There's a Mac Jones in the orange. I didn't bring any sort of sleeves with me or anything, but we should be fine. Janu Smith. That's a Khalil Mack on something on the blue. This is numbered? No, I don't see any sort of numbering on it. No, there's no sort of numbering. I don't know if it's just me or it just looks black, even though there's like blue up top. Not numbered. That's weird. Anyway. Saquon for the Giants. And then also we have Pat Freemuth. And then Tommy Tremble. And yeah, as I was saying in the second half, eventually Baltimore got away with it, and yeah. And then with the other game that was on the Saturday, which was the 49ers game, I will say Green Bay were holding their own against San Francisco, but it's just unfortunate that they couldn't hold off too long. There's Patty Mahomes in the orange. Richie Grant. Have a blitz. Kyler Murray. I think that one's there. So the patch. Ezekiel Elliott, and then Javonte Williams on the mem. There you go, a nice 2-color mem. That's number 2, actually. Oh, that's actually a really nice number. It's gold. That's number 2 out of 10. That's pretty cool. I think that's gold. Yeah, there you go. 2 out of 10 on the Javonte Williams. I'll get that sleeved up eventually. But as I was saying, Green Bay tried their best. Jordan Love did pretty well for his first starting season. But he made it as far as he could. But unfortunately, the 49ers weapons that they have, like Kittle, Debo, and McCaffrey, especially McCaffrey getting that game-winning TD, that got them the win secured. But yeah, we knew it was going to happen. We knew San Francisco was going to win that game. But yeah. Event this morning, I missed pretty much mostly all of the Bucks Lions game. I will go back and watch it though. But I did say that it seemed like a pretty close game. There's another one of those. That's Jalen Hurts on that parallel. That's very nice. Bit of a bend to those ones. Derrick Henry. Levy, I'm not going to say that last name. And then Sean Wade. But as I was saying, I looked up the stats of that Bucks-Lions game, and it seemed pretty neck and neck it did. Considering, I think Goff only had like nearly 300 yards and 2 TDs, and then Baker Mayfield had like 350 yards nearly with 3 TDs. And like all the weapons that both teams had, they had pretty good stats going to that game and have during the game, but eventually in the end, it was Detroit that got away with it and secured the victory. So that that NFC Championship game to be San Francisco and the Lions. And then the game we just finished off watching was the Bills Chiefs game. And that was a pretty decent game. It was an okay game. Just organising the bulk. It was pretty back and forth. I missed some bits of the game because I just wasn't interested in what was happening in the middle of the game. But the end of the game seemed alright. They were going back and forward. Just like the Bucks-Lions game. The scores were pretty back and forward until like the fourth quarter. And then eventually Chiefs ran away with it. And Bills tried to get a field goal to tie up the game, but they missed. And yeah, it was weird. Seth Williams and then Tyson Campbell. And then eventually, obviously, you know, the golden boy of the NFL, Patty Mahomes, and his Chiefs win their game. And the fact that, from what I've seen, like Jason Kelce was in the stands and like hanging out with fans and like drinking beers and all that, seemed pretty wild, it did. But yeah, on the back we have JJ Watt on the orange. We have Zach Wilson. On the insert we have Sony Mitchell for the Rams on the zoning commission. Aaron Jones on the front, and our last card is for the Eagles. Is that Devonta Smith? It is Devonta Smith. That's pretty cool. That's the base. Okay, that's all right. pretty okay base. That's what you typically get from boxes like this. But I must have got pretty lucky with the other patch over there. Because obviously ones like this are not from any sort of enclosed game or event. And if I double check this one, yeah, not from any specific game or event. But it is a nice 2-color patch, which is pretty nice. But yeah, so as I was saying at the start of the video, matchups for the AFC and NFC Championship games are pretty cool. They're pretty nice. Probably the only match I wouldn't see in the Super Bowl out of the 4 teams is San Francisco and Kansas, because that would be, in my honest opinion, a pretty mid game, considering we've seen the exact same matchup a few years ago. If we've seen something different, like Baltimore Lions, or even Lions Chiefs, would be pretty interesting, considering that when you think about it, it was Lions Chiefs that opened up the season for this year, and then if you have Lions Chiefs close out the season, that would be pretty awesome. But yeah. So anyway, that was the video for today. Pretty quick one, actually. One of the quickest ones we've had. Try to get through this one pretty quickly, I suppose. And yeah. I do have my Super Bowl box coming in. The box I had my eyes on went out of stock from the website I was looking at. And then it went back into stock, which was good. So I grabbed the box of what I was going to get for the Super Bowl, and I'll show it to you probably next week when I do another pack opening next week. I'll show it off if it arrives by then. And also, for my wrestling fans out there, the Royal Rumbles this weekend, and I did also get a box for that as well. It is a box that we've already seen on the channel once before, and I'm pretty keen to open it, considering what we, got out of it last time. Wink, wink. But yeah, that was today's video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed watching the video. And typically, as you like to see on every other YouTube video, if you enjoy the content that you see on every other YouTube video that you always tend to watch on every YouTube channel, be sure to do the three most important things that you do on every other YouTube channel, which is like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. See you, lads.